I have in front of me the Tudor Black Bay 58, and I'm going to discuss all the great things about this watch. My honest opinion of this watch is I love it. It's a great size. Not only is it neat in diameter, also in height, but at the same time it's a classic look with the black dial and the black bezel, and it's certainly one I feel is a timeless piece for your collection. The watch pays homage to the very first diving watches that Tudor produced in the 1950s. The name takes inspiration from the year in which the very first watch was released, which was indeed 1958. The watch has got some iconic features, such as the snowflake hands, as well as a smaller, slimmer case, which would have been quite evident in the 1950s. The Tudor Black Bay 58 was launched this year, in 2018, at Baselworld, and so far has proved to be a very popular model. We have a waiting list for the Black Bay 58, along with the Tudor GMT. Both watches saw exceptional response when they were launched in BAL. We are expecting that we will not be able to fulfill our lists until well into 2019. So if it's a watch that you are thinking about, I would suggest getting in touch as soon as possible to making sure that you secure one of the watches very soon. The movement in this model is the manufactured caliber MT5402, which is the second generation of the movements that Tudor have made in-house. The first movements, which went into the Black Bay family, as you may be aware, the cases are slightly larger, so therefore in order for it to fit into the 58, it had to be produced on a slightly smaller scale, hence why it is the second generation in-house movement. The watch does have a classic three-hand, so it showcases hour, minute and seconds, and has a power reserve of approximately 70 hours from full power. The watch is also waterproof to 200 metres, meaning you do have the reliability that you could submerge the watch. I would not suggest doing it with the leather strap, as the strap is not waterproof, but the watch in itself certainly is. The look is the most interesting part of the Black Bay 58. The reason being is it is a slightly smaller case, so instead of the traditional 41mm case, this one is 39mm. It also has a slimmer case, so when it is on the wrist it doesn't sit as high, which makes the watch perfect if you are wearing it with a suit and a shirt, or perhaps even for a lady. I actually like this watch myself, and it fits quite neatly on the wrist. You can have the metal bracelet version, the leather strap version, as well as the fabric strap. The iconic black dial with the matte black aluminium bezel. The very soft detailing on the dial, which almost gives the watch a nod back to its vintage era. The gold contrast around the bezel, slightly softer than the traditional white. Again, just making the watch more of a vintage appearance. So the price of the Black Bay 58 is dependent upon which configuration you have. If you have the watch like I have in front of me here on the brown leather strap, that watch retails for £2,340. And if you happen to prefer the steel bracelet model, that is available at £2,560.
If you're interested in buying the Tudor Black Bay 58, then click the link below to check availability on the Burrells website. Click the subscribe button to never miss a Burrells video.